Yann Masselot, I'm director of Lagoon, presenting the brand new Lagoon 52. So follow me, I'm going to show you around. Here we have the very large cockpit with a sitting area where you can have both a small coffee table or a very large dining table that you switch with the table in the saloon. Going here, you have a large lazy boy to read in the sunshade. Going forward, we have the access to the aft port cabin that we call a VIP guest cabin. Queen size bed, a lot of storage, wardrobe, cupboards, drawer under the bed, a desk with a vanity, a lot of storage in this cabin. And looking aft, you have the bathroom with on the side the separate shower. Let's keep moving. Back to the cockpit, we have here a wet bar. As an option, we have a cockpit fridge here. We have a second trash for the cockpit area. There is another one inside in the galley. Here's some storage. Here we have the optional ice maker. As we go inside, it's on the same level as we can see. On the port hand side, the galley. It's a house-type galley with a Korean countertop, many storage, a lot of drawers. Here you have position for the optional microwave oven. Storage also on the top here. The optional dishwasher would come here. House-size dishwasher. We have here the oven that is a large oven, again house-size oven, with a very large 5 burners stove. You can have either a fridge or a freezer or a wine cooler, so it's your choice. As we move on the opposite side, storage above here for dishes, drinks, glasses. The hi-fi system. As an option, we have the Bose V25 Lifestyle Hi-Fi that comes also with a Blu-ray Pioneer DVD player. The table here can 8 people, and again that table can move outside in the cockpit, so you can have then the coffee table inside and watch TV or have a drink inside. Nav station with your large Remarine screen, the Autopilot. Also a brand new system. This is a power management system where you can find everything for the interior light and exterior lights of the boat. The AC source selector, whether you're on a dock or generator or inverter. The battery management here, like your house battery will tell you the voltage, the consumption. You have engine batteries, both engine batteries and genset batteries. Last thing, you have your navigation lights. Here you have motor navigation lights, sailing lights, mooring light, and also all your deck lights. So you can select everything from here. This furniture, this is not standard. That comes with the option for the lifting TV. So TV comes with an electrical lift, and then it goes out of that. It's facing the saloon, so you can watch TV from the saloon. Let's move on the port forward side, where we have a very nice VIP guest cabin. Queen size bed, storage under, 2 large drawers, a lot of storage on the outboard side, and moving forward, the bathroom with separate shower. A very large wardrobe, hanging locker on one side, shelves on the other side, and again 3 very large drawers, a desk with a vanity, bookshelves, a lot of light everywhere, the new very large hull windows, as we can see, with now a built-in porthole. Let's move to the starboard side. As we go down on the starboard side, we have the standard fridge. A full-size 220 volt fridge with air cooling system. Top part is a fridge and bottom part is a freezer, a deep freezer with a ice maker built in. the rest of the electrical panel, the breakers for your electrical power. Moving forward, same cabin as the port side with our queen size bed, and same thing forward, separate shower and head, and still a lot of storage. As we can see, the large drawers under the bed, storage on the outboard hull, and again a large wardrobe here. We find again those large hull windows that give a lot of brightness inside with the opening porthole. Let's move aft. We are coming into the owner's cabin. It's a huge cabin. Still our queen size bed, and here looking aft, the bathroom with your sink, and we have a glass shower, but of course we'll have a frost glass shower also available as an option. And as you can see, the shower is a very large shower. Again, aft porthole in the shower that you can leave open even if it rains. And looking forward, you can see we have the desk on the outboard side, separate head in the owner's cabin, large head with porthole and deck hatch. The main storage of the owner's cabin, so forward part, very high hanging locker, 2 high hanging lockers. That's great for ladies' dress. We have here, again, some storage here, a large drawer, and some more storage under. You still have 4 drawers under the bed, 2 on each side. Desk here, we have a TV in the cabins that you can have in every cabin. Coming out of the saloon, as we go on the port side, we have the access to the Flybridge. First, the helm station with a great innovation from Lagoon. That steering wheel that is on a pedestal that you can move, and then you can easily steer your boat on the right side, whether you want to be on the leeward side or on the windward side. You can move your helm, and there is a little pedal you can press to move your wheel. So that's a great system. You enter in a port, you can only use your 2 electronic throttles. It's electronic in standard, and the steering is hydraulic steering in standard. Then of course you can have your remarine plotter and all your remarine instruments here. You can see that we have some backrests that are cushions, and you can either fit them here, or we have a system where you take them off from here and you can actually fit them on the aft rail. Here we are. Like that. And then you can rest like that, read a book or anything. We have 2 deck hatches that bring fresh air into the cockpit. There is one on each side. And as you lift them, we made the cushions so that they can be used as a backrest. So you can rest here and read a book and facing aft of the boat. So it's a good system here. 3 maneuvering winch. And as you can see, just below the mast step. So very easy maneuvering, very short way for all the reef lines, halyards and sheets. Very good view all around on the foredeck, and also facing 360-degree angle view. Starboard hand side, we've got the stairways to the main deck. We can see flush deck hatches, a very large sun-basing area with a forward cockpit. It's a very nice place to have a drink in the evening when you're anchored. 2 large lockers. Under this cushion, we've got the access for the separate forward technical compartment where we have genset, battery chargers, inverters, all the breakers. So this is a dry and safe compartment for everything that is electrical. What is really new on the Lagoon 52 is also the rigging. We worked a lot with VPLP, our naval architect, to come with a solution that will be both better in performance and also easier to use for the owner of the boat. What did we come with? On the older generation of Lagoons or most of the catamarans on the market, the mast rests on what we call the mast bulkhead, which is usually above the forward window of the roof. As you can see, there is no mast here. The mast moved around 4 feet aft. Why did we do that? How did we come to that? Our designer, VPLP, came to the conclusion that he should now bring the experience they have in racing multi-hulls to cruising boats. VPLP, they've built the fastest multi-hull in the world. They own the record with Banque Populaire of the fastest trip around the world in 45 days. And all those past years racing multi-hulls have now moved their mast further aft. In fact, it's almost in the middle of the boat, very centered, and that has many advantages. First advantage, it centers the weight of the rig right in the middle. It's very good for the pitching and the seaworthiness of the boat. Secondly, it will reduce the size of the mainsail. We have a mainsail with a shorter boom, and this increases the aspect ratio of the mainsail. What is the aspect ratio of the mainsail? As you go with a mainsail that is higher on the water and shorter in boom, first being higher on the water, we get fresher air as you go higher, and getting fresher air, you increase the performance. And secondly, you have a less disturbed vortex on the mainsail. I explain. The main power of a sail comes from the leeward side, where you have the flow of air that follows the sail. But the longer the sail is, the more chance you get to have a modification of the shape of the sail, and then that creates turbulences. Of course, having a shorter boom on the mainsail would keep a cleaner vortex on the leeward side of the mainsail, and that increased performances. The other good point for the owner of the boat is that we have a longer distance between the mast and the forestay, so that offers more solution as downwind sails and also upwind, because for example Lagoon 52 will be able to offer a Code Zero. It's like a very large Genoa for light air, a spinnaker for downwind, a Genoa, self-tacking Genoa, and also a self-tacking staysail. So up to 4 sails forward, very easy. Having a smaller mainsail also in boom, it's easier to reef, it's easier to jibe or to tack, so a lot of advantages. All that, thanks to the vortex and the higher aspect ratio, we should have an increase in performance of around 20% compared to a normal mast that steps further forward. As an option, we can have the 2 bow compartments equipped. In standard, it's pure storage. As an option, like we have on this one, we can have a head, shower and sink for a crew. The crew will be on the other side, where they will have the cabin with the berth. Here we are aft side of the cockpit. 2 options for davits to lift the dinghy. One option that is what we call the deluxe davits, with electrical davits on both sides. That's an electrical ram in each davit, with a very large settee with some armrest and that fancy little wing that's on the back of it. So here, sitting when you either when you're anchored or when you sail, it's going to be very nice, because as you can see, you see the whole boat forward and you can see what's going on forward. So it's a very nice position. Then let's have a look in the engine room. Port engine room. Here we have in standard 254 horsepower Yanmar cell drive. As an option, like we have in this boat, the 75 horsepower that is turbocharged engine. It's a very neat installation, and here On starboard, the optional air conditioning unit. We have 2 compressors based here in the engine room, and they will fill the whole boat. And it's a reverse cycle, so it's either air conditioning or heating system. So here we're looking at the starboard hull of the Lagoon 52. Moving aft, we have those brand new elliptical rudders, very thin entries. Here they are, those new rudders, elliptical. One of the advantages of moving the rig aft is that we have now the weights of the boat are further aft, so we have a wider hulls on the aft section, but the forward section, as you can see, is very slick with very thin entries, and that should be a good way to improve also the performances of the boat.